Good morning, all of you. So, in our last class, we discussed a few of the functions uh, where we read a data set that contains 5 columns. Then we categorized the rows based on the age within some predefined ranges. So, age category. So, that age category was added as a sixth column. Then we installed a do by package. Um, then we saw how to get the summary by function. So based on that tilde symbol. So a few functions we'll discuss today. That is, plotting the graphs. So we saw previously this API, that is summary by uh, based on age, categorizing based on the age category in the data, and then we are calling some functions. So for each category of age, so the number of rows followed by minimum value, median, and then mean value and maximum values are displayed in this function, that is site range. Then we also used summary by on the other values also. So this is purely on age category. So the other one is this one. So gender plus signed in plus impressions. So this is the data we got for each age category. Mean of uh, here we are not passing the function. So if function is not passed, it will return the mean value. So gender, mean, signed in. Okay, so impressions average value, if you observe, its mean value is 5, around 5. So across the categories. Okay. So then in order to plot the graphs, so all these things are done as part of exploratory data analysis. So exploratory data analysis will give some insight about the data that is being processed. So it is for the data scientists to convince about the data quality. So it doesn't carry any meaning for others. So in order to plot the graph, so we have to install one package. So that is ggplot2. So that is a package. So once that is installed, so we can use it by calling the library function, library ggplot2. So then it get loaded to the current runtime environment. After that, uh, we can plot the graph. So the graph can be plot so by calling ggplot method. So ggplot is a function for drawing the graphs, and here we are passing the data one. So data vector we need to pass. Then in that data we need to specify what should be in x-axis and what value should be in y-axis. So x-axis we are specifying the axis is specified using the method that is AES. So this is the entire AES method. So in that we are specifying x-axis and what should be in y-axis. So x is equal to impressions. So on x-axis we'll get impressions, and y-axis it is a fill. So means the value should be filled with what age category. So it is just like an age category uh, versus impressions graph. So on x-axis we'll have impressions, So y-axis it is age category, and how the graph should appear, whether it should be a scattered plot or a bar graph or a histogram, that we need to specify using the geometry histogram. Binding width it is 1. So for each GG plot, we need to specify the data x-axis, y-axis. Along with that, we need to specify how the graph should be plotted. Now, let us look at this particular graph. Okay, that entire thing should be in single line. So that's why, yeah. Now, so on the plots window, you can see the graph is present. So this entire graph is like this. So on the x-axis, it is having impressions. On the y-axis, it is giving the counts. And we specified fill is equal to age category, and the type of the graph as a histogram. So it is a histogram plot, and for each age category, a separate color has been used. So here the colors are mentioned. So 64 to infinity, this color, like that. So this histogram plot indicates the number of impressions followed by how many counts are there. That's it. And this plot for a particular category, for each impression value, how many count is there? So that will be printed, and impression will be in whole number, that is 1 2 3 4. So that we need to specify in the histogram. So here this 5, the value indicates for this particular 64 plus category, 5 impressions are in the count, this value. So whatever comes over here, like that. So an area has been plot like this. So this will give an idea about, if you observe this particular graph. So the first category, it is, they don't have they are not signed in. So let us leave it. On top of it, it is the less than 18. So if you observe on each impression, the top one is less than 18. So here also it is less than 18. Here also less than 18. Here. So they are forming the boundaries of this histogram. So which suggests that the impressions count for less than 18 is more compared to other categories. So that is one insight that we can get from this particular graph. So other graphs which we can plot include, this one was the impressions versus category. So we can also plot a graph of, on x-axis we'll take age category, on y-axis we'll take the impressions, and the fill type is age category, and here we are changing the graph type. So that is geometry box plot. So we shall see what is a box plot. So the graph appeared here in the window. Let us pull it. So this is a box plot. So this is a typical box plot graph. So you can observe age category on x-axis, impressions on the other side. And if you observe this, this itself is a box plot. So this box plot has the 3 ranges. So this is the first quadrile value, mean, the second quadrile value. And these dots indicate they are outliers. So outlier values are plotted like this. this one only. So they are individually plotted as dots. So this is a box plot. So you can read more about this box plot graph. So this 34 to 44 range. So that is having a value 20. So that is an outlier. So in order to understand this particular one, so we can plot a graph, we can plot a summary. Let us look at the summary of data one on impressions. So we are plotting the graph on impressions. So if you observe the impressions summary, minimum is 0, first quadrile is at 3, median is 5, the second quadrile is 6, the maximum value is 6. So this quadrile indicates it is again a probability distribution, so within the range also. So the third quadrile is at 6. So this is a overall summary of impressions, but here in the graph we are looking at only the categories. So this anyway the median is 5, so across the categories the median is 5. So the first quadrile value is, see, this range is 2.5. So 2.5 it is slightly above, which means it is 3, and here this is slightly above, that is 6. 7 means it would have been here because this is a 7.5. So 6, 3. So first quadrile to third quadrile, and the median is indicated by a line. So this indicates the distribution of values. So if you observe the width of this median to first quadrile, it is first quantile, it is more. So it indicates more number of impressions count are falling in this particular category. And here it is the minimum value is 10, sorry, minimum is 0, the other extreme till 10. So it has been plotted. So after that, so these are outlier values. So outlier values are mentioned using a dot. So this is one such graph which indicates that on and around 5 impressions are there across the category with same first quantile and third quantile values. So now these two graphs give one kind of insight. Next, let us look at clear the console. So we will create one more, that is row, sorry, one more column. So in the graph, so in the data set we loaded, there were 5 columns. We added one more, that is age category. Now we will add one more. So that is the click through rate. So because even if clicks are present in advertisements, if there are no impressions, then that click has no meaning at all. So impressions is important. So if there are clicks with no impressions, so the assumption what is being made is the data may be wrong. So we'll have to consider only those clicks that have a impression. So what we do is we'll create a one more column that is has impressions. So one more column is added that is has impressions. Based on the impression value, only 2 range we are creating. So because it is 0 or more what we need, so that's why minus infinity to plus infinity, the range value is 0. So let us create it. So once we created, we can look at the head. Okay, so if you look at the head, so one more column has been added that is has impressions. So 0 to infinite, so all of them don't have click value, so all 6 rows are falling in single category. Now we'll look at the summary. So summary, it is clicks based on the category has impressions from data 1, and the function that we are calling is site range. And site range is the method where it returns the count, number of values, then minimum, mean, and maximum. Now here has impression has only two categories, that is 0 and more than 0. That is this indicates it is greater than 0 because 0 is not included. Okay, so 3066 rows, they will fall with 0 impressions, so they don't have any impression at all. So 4,55,000 rows have the impression. Minimum value is 0, and this is the median value, and the maximum value is 4 impression, that is 4. Now we can now plot a graph based on clicks per impression. So again, different kinds of graphs can be plotted. So one such is the density plot. So density plot. So here we are taking only subset of data. From data 1, we are extracting only a subset by putting a condition that impressions should be greater than 0. Okay. So now the data 1 with rows having impression greater than 0 will be taken. Next, x is equal to clicks per impression. So on x-axis we will take click per impression versus age category, and different colors we will use for age category, and it is a density function we are calling. So the graph has appeared over here. Let us pull this. So this is a graph now. This is the clicks per impression versus density. So you can observe the color over here. So the density is more near 0 clicks per impression. So it is moving like this. So this is the density function. So for each age category, separate line has been drawn uh, based on its density and clicks per impression. Similarly, we can plot a density function on this one. That is subset again we will take where clicks are greater than 0. So clicks greater than 0 on x-axis again we will take the clicks per impression. So earlier we plot for impression greater than 0. Now it is click greater than 0. So click should be greater than 0. Whether they are signed in or signed not signed will not bother. So this is the density graph. So it is quite a bit varying. So each color indicates a different age category. So for each age category, so this is the density map. So a different box plots, all those things can be drawn. So one more density plot can be, or box plot can be drawn for this one. Fill. Okay, one more graph we have drawn. So this is again we have taken clicks greater than 0. On x-axis we have taken age category. On y-axis we have taken the clicks. So it is age category versus clicks, and it is a box plot. So that particular box plot would look like this. See, there is no box at all. So only one is present over here. So the clicks 2, 3, 4. So outlier values. So there is no such variations on this age category versus click. So one more plot we can make, that is clicks greater than 0. On x-axis we'll take the clicks, on y-axis we'll take the uh, age category and plot the density function. So again, this is the density. So you can observe one click density is more, then 2 clicks is slight, 3 is very negligible, and 4 is very low. So this is about the clicks versus density. Now we can create more number of categories. So we can create a category like this. See, data 1, another row is added, row column is added, that is S code. The condition is impression must be 0. So if impression is 0, we'll indicate it using no impressions. Now if we look at the head of data 1, so S code is not present at all. So it is the NA. So we'll add one more category, that is uh, impressions. So no impressions, impression, but still in the head, okay, impressions are present. So why we got NA is because in all this we mentioned only one condition, that is impression is 0. But what if impression is present? We need to mention that one also. So impressions can be greater than 0. Impressions can be less than 0. And similarly, for the clicks also, we can add, that is S code. Clicks greater than 0, we can mention clicks. So one more is added. Now if we print head, so we'll get impressions and clicks. So impression is also there, clicks is also there. So if click is greater than 0, we'll print clicks. So we can just look at 20 rows. So clicks are there, impressions are also there. So first we added no impressions. If impression is 0, no impression will come. If impression is greater than 0, then impression will come. If clicks are greater than 0, then clicks will come. So we may have the option, that is clicks, no impressions, and impressions. Now what we can do is we can convert the column into a factor. So what is a factor? We shall see. So the factor method just converts the values into enumerations. So it is also called as encoding of a vector. So enumerations means fixed set of values like male, female. So if we want direction, that is north, south, west, east. So if values are fixed, so we can enumerate them. So likewise, any value can be enumerated. So in this particular example, so previously what we did was we categorized the values. If clicks are greater than 0, if impressions are greater than 0, if impressions are equal to 0. So we wrote whether it is impression, no impression, and click. Now these three strings we must enumerate it, because till now it is a string, and now we want to fix the value so that we can further if required we can process them. So we can convert it into a factor. So we'll convert it into a factor and store it in the same array. So data 1 S code, this one. So if we again print it, so we may not observe any difference at all. Okay, the same values are present, but now they are enumerated. Now if we want to look at the levels, so we can just print this. Okay, so C length. So a function we are declaring that will give us the length. So we can utilize that for summary by method. So we will print it in a summary by. So summary by, from summary on impressions by S code. Then we are adding gender, age category from data 1, and the function we are calling is the length. So this indicates e table. We can print e table. So S code is there, gender, then age category, then length, impressions, the number of impressions. So gender 0 means some female, age category is this. So the number of impressions is total is 17,000. So we are categorizing, we are finding the length for each S code, gender, age category. So this is the number of impressions. So what is this? This is the length. So length is nothing but number of rows that are present. So no impressions in each category. So for clicks, impressions, no impressions. Again, no impressions for male, female, and each category. So likewise, a 3-level data is being fetched over here. So this is a example of exploratory data analysis. So once we have the data, if required, we will categorize some of the columns and we will plot it so that we get some insight into the data. So a few more examples are given in the textbook, so you can try them out. So before starting our programming, so we had discussed the real direct one case study. For that case study also, some sample programs are available. Housing data is available. Okay, so you can just run the particular code and check what all graphs we can obtain. So just execute line by line and verify um, what that particular statement is doing in the program. So you can search for help in the uh, same window. So I have just minimized the entire R Studio. So here in the help, you can type that particular method. So you will get the description. So we'll stop here. So in our next class, we shall discuss the algorithm part. Okay, so that is the chapter number 3. Okay, so you can enter your attendance in the chat window and exit.